with them. And it's some weird poly shit. I'll never understand it. I just whatever. Fast forward a little bit though. Turns out Aaron apparently was a woman beater. So we're off to a great start. Rekieta and Aaron get into a little spat, I guess. Aaron's like saying a bunch of shit about Rekieta, like his dick doesn't work anymore and he needs a bunch of fucking Viagra to make it work in order to have sex with April and shit. And Rekieta's throwing some shade at Aaron. But then Rekieta goes one step forward, one step above the average cuck. And he enlists the help of Ethan Ralph of the illustrious Killstream. So Ethan Ralph comes back to being relevant. Now, why is Ralph relevant? Well, your guess is as good as mine. Like I said yesterday, I'm surprised he's not dead by now. But he comes back, and all of a sudden, he goes from like, what was it? It was May when Rekieta first got sent to jail and shit. He goes from like pissing on Rekieta, right? Taking the piss out of him and being like, it's the curse of Ralph, your A-logs, and Rekieta found out, and stupid shit like that. And he's praising the downfall of Rekieta just like everybody else, right? And then it like 2 months later, Ralph does this like complete 180. And now he's supporting Nick again for whatever reason. And he's saying that Rekieta's a good man and that he won't let any kiwis on his watch take down a great man like Nick Rekieta. He's going to Minnesota for the hearings. He's taking selfies with Nick and, you know, like the other chicks, the whores, Rekieta's whores, as I like to call them. So he's doing all this shit. Now Ralph is relevant. Why is this relevant? Well, because Ralph is the attack dog, and he kind of just fucked over Rekieta and himself a little bit, mostly Rekieta. So Aaron, after challenging the Ralpha male to a friendly boxing match, right? Because Ralph was around, which Ralph declined and then just fucked off and like whatever. Ralph went to Telegram and he doxed Aaron's house and shit. And there's been a lot of developments, such as like Ralph taking down the dox after it started being circulated around that Ralph was like possibly conspiring with Nick to threaten a witness and shit. Now that was going around. Legal Mindset weighed in on this entire thing. So did a bunch of like, you know, the internet, like kiwis and etc. etc. And Ralph mysteriously took down the docs after all this shit. But it's been even more development since then, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't stop there. So you got Aaron received a surprise call from Kandiyohi PD after Ethan Ralph of the Killstream doxed his address. Strangely, Ethan only did this after privately meeting RekietaLaw after his hearing. So like the timing could not be any worse. Like it's very sus. Okay, it's very sussy and shit. And it just kind of like all falls into place. And like fucking Ralph, apparently he's tweeting shit right now, and he's just not making it any better. He's just making it worse. And you know, I said this in the video that's gonna drop next week. Yeah, I mean, if you think having Ralph around, it's pretty much the equivalent of having a human, real life Sonichu medallion around you. Like, it's not a good look. It's not a good idea. Because I think that anything Ralph touches inevitably fucking crumbles, right? He has like the kiss of death or the touch of death in this instance, right? So he's just fucking up Rekieta. I think that the reason he took down Aaron's docs is because Rekieta probably heard about this and hit up Ralph and told him to take it down because he was being an idiot or something. And now that this is actually affecting, because we're going to get into some legalities of this entire thing. There's also an interesting video that I heard is like the definitive, unbiased look at Rekieta's case or some shit. So I'm gonna be looking at that as well. Later though, because I still got some clips that we didn't go over yesterday. We didn't finish them, such as like chats trolling Rekieta's cope overall. Ethan Van fucking Skyber weighed in on this entire situation. You already know Ethan Van Skyber. If you don't, thank God you don't. But he weighed in on the Flash fucking Rekieta drama, right? We're going to see what he has to say. I think he said something like everybody's stirring the pot a little bit or something. I don't know. You guys don't remember Ethan? He defended Nick and basically blamed his children. That was like a hot ticket for a lot of people. They were blaming Nick's kids for Nick's actions and shit. They were like, oh, these kids should take care of themselves. So They were saying that the 17-year-old should have the responsibilities of taking care of 4 Rekieta's children that are all under the age of 17. That's what basically Van Skyber was saying. That's what like Juju was saying. That's what fucking Vito was. All these interesting predatory people were saying this. So that's what ended up happening, and we're gonna go ahead and take a look at that. But before we go any further, make sure, ladies and gentlemen, to hit that like button. All right, because YouTube's not going to do it for me, and I'm going to rely on you. Hit the like and share it, etc., etc. You know, all it costs is one simple push, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, let's continue on. We're gonna listen to this right here. It's an interesting little clip from Aaron. Let's see what Aaron had to say about this entire thing.
Oh yeah, no.
This is from his Steel Morning Show bullshit. Let me make sure everything is connected so we can hear Mr. Cuckold.
Oh yeah, no Ethan Ralph.
Okay, let me go all the way back.
Oh yeah, no Ethan Ralph. Ethan Ralph did not show yesterday. But I will say, while Ethan Ralph did not show, he made some noise. Let's just say that I guess people were emailing other people about Ethan Ralph, and I got a little phone call yesterday. It was an interesting phone call. Let's just say this. I don't think Ethan realizes sometimes what damage he can do to his friends. His friends.
So we got that. Very ominous right there. Ralph's Aaron referencing how Ralph is gonna get Rekieta in trouble. I think he's being intentionally vague here for obvious reasons and stuff. But here it is. You have AaronImholte hints at the unexpected phone call from an unnamed party concerning Ralph's activities in Minnesota. Happened yesterday. I don't think Ralph realizes the damage he could do to his friends. At Legal Mindset, at Uncivil Law. Do you think Vegas has odds on it being Minnesota PD looking into Ethan Ralph's activities as an agent of Rekieta and potential state witness? And then fucking Ralph over here. This is the previous tweet he made. 1v. Oh god, I gotta do the Ralph impression. 1v1 blood sports while I'm in the area. Snitch on your home tough. And this is the copy of the Telegram post where Ralph posted Aaron's residence, like right there for everybody to see, and he even posted the address right here. So just a full-on dox on Telegram. And again, Ralph has just deleted this for whatever reason. I guess again because I think Rekieta might have gotten a hold of this information and just didn't think it was beneficial for him. So here we got like Rekieta. This is an actual photo. This is not AI edited or anything. I initially thought it was because I didn't think Rekieta would be this. But keep in mind, Ralph apparently threatened Nick's kids multiple times and has said some of the worst shit imaginable about his kids. Rekieta pretends to care about his family. Rekieta pretends to care about his kids while weaponizing them. So why the fuck, if we're to believe the bullshit that Nick actually cares about his children, why the fuck does he have Ralph around, right? It doesn't make sense. This guy literally said some of the worst shit about his kids, threatened his kids, threatened him at one point, but now he's just casually taking selfies with him. It's like, again, you have like, you can't buy his bullshit, all right? Look at the people he's like taking around and championing and giving the wink and the nod to. All you have, listen, dude, yeah, it could be a remember, okay, so you guys know that, pedophile that Nick is trying to paint on the kiwi farms and shit, that was, you know, a part of Nick's locals more and was more active in Nick's community and was giving Nick money and Nick was taking the money. That guy could literally go ahead and start supporting Nick and Nick would take his help. That's where we're at with Rekieta. He will literally take a pedophile's help. He's already one step there. He's taking Vito's help. He's using Vito as a source, right? They're trying to sympathy bait for Vito and what. Oh, the Kiwi Farms and fucking Josh are calling Vito this. You know, it's not like Vito brought it on himself by, you know, saying casual, weird nonsense, right? But we got Ralph over here continuing saying Aaron. Oh God, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do the accent. I don't want to do the accent. Okay, fuck it. Aaron, you're making a big mistake about messing with the Ralph male. A certain someone said they might have something to say in your near future to yours truly. What the fuck does this mean, Ralph? Who knows if it happens? But it would be nuclear if it does. So yeah, just Ralph casually fucking whatchamacalls it, intimidating or attempting to intimidating Aaron and all that good stuff on Rekieta's behalf. So good stuff. It's just great. I'm just curious. I'm gonna take a quick look at the poll and see who the fuck is winning, because I'm curious who is the fucking best Balldo guard as of now, right? So we got Dax Herrera, okay, Juju the cow, Dick Masterson, all right. We got Vito the Vito. Totally, he just wants to touch your kids. That's all he said. Okay, he said this for an entire year, said that we should have empathy for pedos for whatever reason. He did all this stuff, but Nick is fine with that. Nick is cool with that, apparently. That's fine. All right, but Josh, no, that Josh is bad, man. He fucking said some stupid shit when he was a minor. We got to hold that against him. Ethan Ralph of the illustrious kill stream. The Ralph male, pretty much a rapist, all the things imaginable. So he's obviously winning. Okay, he's the strongest soldier so far. Make sure to cast that vote, but he's winning pretty hard. 58% of the vote is on fucking Ethan Ralph right now. The Ralph male is obviously winning, bro. Okay, just like in the internet. Listen, man, the Ralph male takes no L's. All right, he takes only W's. That's why he lost his passport to fucking Pansuela and all that shit. I will say this, and I think some people even agreed. Okay, to Ralph's credit, he's not as much of a deadbeat dad as fucking Rekieta. We can at least give Ralph that. He's a better father than Nick Rekieta. Okay, but the bar for that is actually quite low. But still, yeah. Man, you have the Ralph male fans out there, okay? And then we got Ralph on his official kill stream live Twitter. I remember he's doing this all for Nick Rekieta. Nick is gonna deny it, but the truth is gonna come out. He's doing this all for Rekieta. So he says, someone send me Steel Toe's location on Instagram. I need to mail him something. So Ralph threatened to put a bomb instead. Or some fucking, I don't know. Ralph is just threatening to send some fucking presumably bad shit to fucking Aaron. So Aaron says, definitely behind it in my opinion, do your own dirty work. But again, we crafted this. Rekieta definitely is the type of guy. Now I got it in a good word now, right? And I talked about this the other day when we were talking about who got Elissa Clips' channel demonetized. Okay, so it wasn't even hard to figure out because apparently Ralph admitted to this live. So Ralph does a lot of things live that he probably shouldn't be doing. So whatever. But apparently Ralph admitted to mass reporting and getting Elissa Clips' channel demonetized for the harassment policy. And Ralph even alluded that it was Nick who told him to do this. He asked for the paycheck from Nick. So there's that. And it's worth noting that Rekieta, since he's low on people to help him out, has been very cozy with Ralph lately. Like, he gave him the first exclusive interview when he got out of fucking jail. So, they're very cozy now. They're casually taking selfies with each other. Again, just to reiterate that after this happened, like I said, strangely, Ralph only did this after privately meeting Rekieta after the hearing. So after this happened, all of a sudden, Aaron's docs comes out. Interesting. So there you go. I think you can piece 2 and 2 together. Like, again, Rekieta's going to be a sleaze bag, and he's going to pretend like, he has no idea. Actually, I have no idea what's going on. Today got, so Ralph continues to talk. There's legal mindset weighing in. says Minnesota prosecutors might be curious if this constitutes a violation of 609-498. There you go. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. You'll love to see it. So, again, Ralph goes ahead. Let's give you a little bit of insight as to what Ralph could be facing if this ends up going through or whatever. Ethan Ralph going after AaronImholte, doxing him, threatening violence, threatening to send him something in the mail could be considered witness tampering, and depending on the severity and interpretation of the threats, carry a 20-year prison sentence. So, I don't know if the Ralph male will survive this. You know, the Ralph male has survived a lot of things, all right? But here you go. Continuing on, Ethan Ralph is scheduled to flee the country for Mexico sometime Jesus, dude, this is literally like something out of a fucking sitcom, right? Like I don't know, like an Adult Swim show or like something like that. This is so funny, bro. Like, what the fuck? You got Ralph scheduled to flee the country for Mexico sometime Saturday after spending the week attempting to intimidate witnesses in Nick Rekieta's criminal matter. People are saying he's smuggling contraband. Border guards better dig around there and find out. This I don't leave until Saturday, snitch. There does need to be a ref though. What the fuck kind of operation you guys running there? I'm down for this morning. Continuing on, gun guards are trying to claim Ethan wasn't engaged in witness intimidation because Ralph's been going at him for some time. The first mention of Aaron on Ralph's Twitter was May 22nd, announcing him as a guest where they were ostensibly on good terms. So again, you're probably kind of confused as to how Ralph went from like, you know, like dancing on Rekieta's grave when he got arrested, and like I guess like trying to get Aaron as a guest. So in May, basically Ralph was against Rekieta, and then somewhere 2 months later down the line, after Rekieta cozied up to him, Ralph flip-flopped again. So now, yeah, well, Ralph is cool with Rekieta, and he's saying that Rekieta's a good man, and he's not gonna let those Kiwi farmers or Josh Moon ruin a good man or some stupid shit like that. So Ralph is just being a train wreck as usual. And as you can see here, and this is, they got us as an archive as well, but on May 28th, Ralph on his official Twitter account says AaronImholte, host of the Steel Toe Morning Show, has been booked for next Tuesday's kill stream. Okay, and then he had that, and there's actually right here we got a clip. Ralph's stream was an ambush with Godwinson. I can't pronounce. Whatever. There you go. All right. At a secret goal, which was that Rekieta was awarding Ralph an exclusive interview. The stream was merely the first attack on a witness, and Ralph was obviously acting as Nick's agent, which he has been ever since. So this was all, I guess, during even May, right? He had talks with Ralph. That's pretty much when Ralph did the turn, if you honest. I don't even know what Ralph is loyal to. That's like the one thing to fucking understand. Is Ralph loyal to the cash? Is Ralph loyal to the person? What do you need to entice a hired mercenary, a mercenary for hire like Ethan Oliver Ralph, right? Because Ralph only ever gets results, clearly, right? He's fucking up he's fucking up Rekieta, right? Maybe this is all a 50D chess move, like when Dr. Disrespect admitted to sexting minors. Maybe this is all a chess move to where Ralph is just like, yeah, I'm fucking up Rekieta's case on purpose. I'm doing it for your Kiwi farm. I don't know. Or maybe Ralph is just actually this retarded and he's fucking things up. And he's just so lazy and stupid that he just doesn't care. I don't know. It could be either or. You guys can tell me what you think, chat. Which one is it? Is Ralph doing a 50D chess move where he's trying to redeem himself on the internet and he's going to take down RekietaLaw? I don't know how that's going to be possible because Ralph is, you know, he's, I don't know. Like, I don't, maybe, I just tell me, chat. I don't know. I'm losing it. But let's see what Ralph is doing here. See this clip.
It's crazy. And then the next week you're lulled in and it feels normal. Is that what you're saying? It's like
Hey,
this
there you go.
whirlwind.
That's not bad. Here's how I describe it.
Guitar
have 2
Anthony
weeks,
sent
everyone's cool, everything's
$32.
good,
Here are
and then a
my final
fucking
thoughts.
bomb goes off and there's a drama or a disaster, and then you move past that, and then a week or two everything's good, whatever, and then boom, another disaster, another drama, whatever. It's not as cut and dry as, well, it went here, and then it's not this linear progression. It's ups and downs, it's peaks and valleys. It's a giant mess.
By the way, we hit the goal, and I said I would make the reveal while you're here if we hit the goal. And I have been promised the first solo interview with Nick Rekieta when he comes back to streaming. He's going to do his own stream, but
I'm glad I put that bet down.
I've been promised.
Yeah.
I've been promised.
So like Rekieta just selling his soul to the Gunt. And the Gunt, I don't know, man. Like, Ralph is just a mercenary for hire on the internet, right? A turncoat mercenary for hire. That's what Ethan Ralph is.
Was the first solo interview with Rekieta, so that's why I said it's not going to end, most likely. So, but I thank you for honoring your commitment and coming on this show and opening yourself up to callers. I wanted to do it a different way than the kosher casino, right? And have more people involved, etc. And you took it on the chin, and I appreciate your time, and I wish you the best.
All right, thank you, buddy.
Even though you're a complete piece of shit, Aaron, at least you
I understand. I understand, Godwinson. I don't think we're going to be at each other's Christmases.
Probably not.
Are you trying to offer a swap?
Hey, I couldn't get out fast enough. Oh, Godwinson, no, man.
Well, that's Ralph doing what Ralph does. But now we get more legal. We get more into the legal aspect of things right here. Okay, so this is the breaking news. Now that we took a trip down memory lane, we figured out how we got here. We don't want to be disorderly here, all right? But we figured out how we got here. The timeline is on track. The breaking news was that Rekieta and Ralph are under investigation for witness tampering after Ralph doxed Aaron's address on Telegram, which has since been deleted. Apparently, this lovely Canadian man over here, PPP, is in talks with the detectives. All right. So let's see what's going on here.
Look at some of that seed, what's been going on. And then I happened to get a message. I'll say this too. It was yesterday. There's been a lot of stuff going on in the last 24 hours behind the scenes, folks.
Yeah.
So I sometimes can't keep track of what day what happened. I think it was yesterday. Aaron contacted me and said, Detective Pomplon has reached out to me, and he says that he's investigating Ralph and Rekieta for witness tampering, and he needs the link to, because neither Inspector Pomplon or Aaron could figure out what Telegram was. So here I am having to introduce this Telegram shit to Detective Pomplon. Here's the link, guys.
So Ralph,
where Ralph is
missing now,
doxing
right?
Aaron's house. Yeah.
Well. So in Ralph's infinite wisdom, decides to dox Aaron's house. Who?
Ralph in his infinite wisdom. That's right. You can't take that away from the Ralph male. The Ralph male only has infinite wisdom. He never fucks you over ever. Like I said, it's like a fucking human soda chew medallion, bro. It's fucking amazing. I love it. I fucking love it. The junkyard retarded dog. Ethan Oliver Ralph. Nick making that promise, which was 45 minutes of technical issues, 20 minutes of Rekieta interviewing himself because Ralph was on the Zanny train in the tequila car to brain dead. Ralph, Nick both drug-addicted, alcoholic wet brains. They both speak Tar, so they understand each other, while the rest of us are baffled by the retardation. So fucking true. And that's why the Ralph male is currently, he's got 64% of the vote, everyone. Okay? He's the best Balldo guard, all right? Move over Ethan Van Sciver. This guy, the Ralph Male, is the real king of the, well, not only the illustrious kill stream, but he is the Balldo guard. He is the Balldo guard. He's better than Vito, the pedophile. He's better than Dax Ferreira. Oh my god, these people. But there's this, also, I wanted to look at this. This account usually puts out some funny shit too. And I found this over here by this person. So he says, wow, Rekieta's nose guards are encouraging people to harass the judge in Nick's case. The first nose guards dox and intimidate a witness, AaronImholte. Now they're harassing the judge. It seems like RekietaLaw's gaslighting has whipped his supporters into a paranoid anti-government fury. And we're going to look at that too. Rekieta tries to explain how he's not a gaslighter while simultaneously gaslighting you in the process. It's fucking great. Everything about Rekieta is like literally a meme, bro. All right? It's amazing because it's all a meme. Now Rekieta is literally a fucking, well, what is it? Somebody said wet brain in the chat. Yeah, that's pretty much what he is. He is a literal wet brain meme at this point, and it's fucking great. Yo, there's so much stupid fucking shit Nick has done in the last like 48 hours, I want to say, maybe less, that I couldn't go through everything yesterday. All right, it was like 3 hours, but you can still catch that stream. I still have it up, okay? But we had to do this Saturday stream because there's so much shit. There was still so much shit. All right, so let's see. I really think the judge needs to hear state's witness Aaron talking about how he pleased detectives Pierce and Poplin would be if he beat Nick up on the ring. AaronImholte and Nick Rekieta. We got this over here. RekietaLaw is attempting to have them braid eat, which will damage any future warrant requests. It's reasonable to envision that they are pissed. This isn't evidence that Kandiyohi conspired against Rekieta. We got here. Says Nose Guard has posted the judge's contact information on X and is encouraging people to mass call him. Looks like harassment. Have you any comments on the witness and judge harassment your supporters are currently engaging in, RekietaLaw? Will you call off your delusional supporters, or will you be complicit through your silence? Over to Ralph again real quick. Ralph admits his behavior was intended to alter Aaron's testimony in the criminal case. The Kino Casino have confirmed detectives are investigating Ralph for witness tampering. You see, Ralph here says, dude has no idea how much damage I did to his testimony just by yanking his change. Ha ha ha. I only fight for money in a ticketed event, not for crackheads in Canada or April-less assholes in Minnesota. Whatever the fuck that means. So, Ralph, again, only the best Balldo guard here. I'm not sure the statement is particularly going to help him or Rekieta. But, you know, there's that. Anyways, I think that's all on the Twitter timeline right now. We get to move on to the clips. All right, the lovely clips. Fucking love it. Love the clips, bro. I'm a big fan of the clips. Everybody's a fan of the clips here. Holy fucking shit. All right. But you know what it is. We got to do a water break, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to all 150 plus of you in chat. I don't know how many likes we have, but I think we can get them pretty high right now. So everybody, while we take this short little break, and it will be a short little break. Keep off. Oh, so many good things to look at. Sean from Potentially Criminal weighed in on this as well. We got good stuff here. No going back, the future of Nick Rekieta. Oh wait, you guys can't see this shit. I need to put it on for you guys. What is the side chick on the wrong side of Nick? That's April. Can't wait for Nick's reaction to the new developments, courtesy of his friend Ralph. Dude, that's gonna be so fucking funny. I want to see Nick's reaction, right? Because the thing with Nick is he has a habit of, like, he needs to do these cope streams and talk about his case. So despite him telling you guys that he just doesn't care, right, that he's going to be proven right at the end and that you're all wrong, he still wants to get on camera and, like, stream about how everything is fine. He's like that one, you know, that meme of the dog that has the fire all over this place, but he's like, this is fine. That's just Rekieta. That's Rekieta right there. Okay. They got some good old troll chats. What happened in court? Ethan Ralph is not boxing Aaron because he's just, so let's see. I mean,
Numero uno,
let's see this real quick. All right. I don't know if this is some shade at the Ralph Male. I don't know if the Ralph Male actually saw this or anything. But this is the closest thing to a statement, I guess, from Rekieta to his new friend, Ralph, who's doing all his dirty work for him. Let's see what's going on here. Let's play this. Let's see what Rekieta has to say about Ralph.
Numero uno, Josh Denny fan says, "Where's Ethan, fool?" I don't know where Ethan Ralph is. I had lunch with Ralph today. It was nice. Other than that, I haven't seen him since. Let's see. Anime sucks, cope and sneed. I have to read this one 3 times. He says, I thought Ralph would fight Aaron. Thoughts? Did they fight? I take it they didn't fight? I don't know. I was watching something about it brewing, and then someone said it didn't happen or something, which is, I don't know why anyone expected anything to happen from 2 guys yelling at each other on the internet about fighting. That's a weird thing to me. Like when people do that, they're like, I'm going to fight you on the internet. I'm going to fight you in real life. It's like, I thought we made fun of that a long time ago. I remember being like the I'll fight you IRL bro was a meme, but people now think it's going to happen all the time. I don't know. I guess they didn't fight or did fight. I would assume not. Also, can you finally show this on stream and critique it, please? What the fuck? I don't even know what this is. Ew. No, I don't think I can, but I don't know why, but I hate it. How's that? Also, anime sucks. Cope and Sneed says, I thought Ralph would fight Aaron. Thoughts? No, I think people should really fight all the time. Actually, the best thing to do to resolve issues is to get into physical fist fights, especially over internet back and forth. That's the best way to
what
do
the fuck,
that.
Nick?
Anime sucks. Cope and Sneed says, I thought Ralph would fight Aaron. Thoughts? Look, I don't have any thoughts. Aaron and Ralph are their own men. They can fight each other or not. They can say whatever they want, and I hope they each make $1 million. Arclight says, does Ralph eat like a pig in real life? No, he eats like a person. Numero uno, Josh Denny fan says, where's Ethan?
Okay. Well, that was it. I mean, he didn't shit talk him, right? He gave him a nice little compliment there. Good shit. Good shit. Did anybody notice how Ralph posted Aaron's address after having lunch with Rekieta? People were kind of pointing this out already. Kind of funny. Ralph, a female, anime sucks, copes and sneeze, needs to send the same message at least 9 times because Nick is too sober to loop it himself. Let's see what else they had to say real quick. Oh yeah, I'm gonna read the comments. All right. So you got, I had lunch with Ralph today. Other than that, I haven't seen him since ... Since lunch? Why not just say it? Unless it was since you tucked him in bed and kissed him goodnight. Since he's either staying with you there or in the second house. Indeed. The hog was in the tough, if you know what I mean. Goddamn, Nick is such a beta nerd. The whole situation is confusing and weird, Nick. Probably. His close family friendship with Ethan Ralph says everything about Nick in 2024. Birds of a feather. Nick has hit rock bottom so hard people thought it was an mother mine collapse in the Russian motherland. Okay. Crazy to see him and Ralph after all the shit that he talked about him. Basically, the shit they talked about each other. Quite the arc. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Rekieta was saying how everybody switches up when it's convenient. I guess that goes for him most of all. Like I said, his entire rant on Flash was just one big projection. Kind of funny, kind of sad. Depends on how you look at it. Let's see what Sean of Legal Mindset had to say about this entire thing. You know Sean of Legal Mindset. Rekieta screamed at him one time because he was like, Sean, when have I told you? When have I told anybody to do blah, 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 blah. It was a great moment. I need to get that back. Oh my fucking God, what is this? Whatever. All right, let's see what potentially criminal the Rekieta court appointed CPS attorneys. All right, let's see.
Interesting new matter of public record has been attached. Those sweet, sweet words.
There was a public records drop, the final part of the Rekieta children custody hearing. And
I say whoever this person is, sad clown person is, this is a very funny avatar. It's a very funny avatar combination with the name. I like this. I approve of this. Very funny, very creative.
Nick got BTFO'd by the judge twice. And I will say this much. Nick's attorney and Kayla's attorney, the court-appointed attorneys they had, did a phenomenal job. They did very, very good at what was going on. They tried to get Nick and Kayla immunity to turn over their follicle samples, like the amazing, elusive hair follicle samples we've never heard of and seen yet. They tried to get immunity for that. They did a lot of good goddamn things. And the biggest problem for Nick and Kayla is they weren't able to cooperate. And it's not that they refused to. I get that they can't because they're worried about the criminal case, but their attorneys worked with what they had and did a pretty damn good job. They made a very, very good argument. It's just at the end of the day, you're not going to be able, like, you're bullshitting the court and the court knows it. So they're not going to let you send the kids home. Yes, the malpractice factory lawyers. Yes. Which, once again, Nick, if you think they were malpractice factories, you'd better go report them or you're a pussy. If they're that dangerous and they're that bad, fucking report them or shut the fuck up.
Damn, fucking Sean.
Come out here and fucking tell me they're bad and then you don't do anything about it. If they're bad, stop the bad man.
Sean popping off.
Interesting.
Bro. Popping off. Nick kind of ranted about Sean, well, the entirety of LawTube, and it's in one of the clips here. Let's see. Let me put it back up for you. We can scroll this. You can scroll through this together. So we got "Don't Believe Your Lying Eyes." The CPS couldn't prove it clip. That's gonna be fucking hilarious. Nick Rekieta hasn't gaslit anybody. This is the 4 minutes in, or 4 minute clip. Fellow grifters. He goes ahead. He goes at Yellowflash, his old friend. This one here though. This one, the bad LawTube analysis from practicing lawyers.
Look, I haven't.
So this is where Rekieta molds that he's a non-practicing lawyer. And just the fuck up, and he molds about all the people in LawTube that have been giving him sound advice. Well, his former friends that have been telling him, hey, stop being a fucking doofus. He just pretty much molds in general. Answer the question, Sean! Yeah. Answer the question, Sean! It's too comical. They keep giving Aaron wins. Nick is so dumb. That's true facts, sister. Okay? True facts. Don't forget Ralph said Nick hugged him. How down do you have to be to hug the rage piggy? Well, I didn't know Nick was that. Well, again, you know, he did do this, the polygamy shit with Aaron. I don't know. I wonder if they hugged a couple times here and there. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe they did. I don't know what went on there. Okay. I just know that, I just know that a lot of the fault, if not like 95% of this, should be on fucking Rekieta. Okay, I'm not like that's me being generous too. I think we can all agree this is all his fault. But it's okay. Don't worry. If you think we're being unfair to Nick, he'll be the first to tell you, and he'll say 95% of that fault is on you. Yes, you, the viewer, the person in chat, are to blame, according to Nick, for his downfall. So pat yourselves on the back. Nick will never take responsibility for himself at the ripe age of 40-something. I don't know. I heard 40-something. 43, maybe? 42? But let's hear Nikki mauled about LawTube, the practicing lawyers, all the people that are better than him, basically. He's going to mauled about them for like 20 minutes. Some 20-minute shit fest. If you just got here, take the poll, ladies and gentlemen. Get your favorite snack of choice, okay? Favorite drink of choice, correct answer is Dr. Pepper. And like the stream and share it, okay? We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna laugh at this, lolcow them. Very funny stuff. I'll give Nick this. The wet brain, definitely giving him more personality. Probably not the best, but a personality nonetheless.
Look, I haven't watched it, but I saw that he was ripping it apart or whatever. You know, that whole thing about, oh, you can't raise someone else's Fifth or Sixth Amendment rights in your, the prosecution had to concede that we were right. They conceded it in court. So I guess maybe someone in their weird rage forgot that the confrontation clause exists. That little thing called the Constitution that you have to like.
What Constitution?
You know, kind of
the government.
use as a rule.
They're all against Nick, bro.
That exists. And like people are like, just forgot that the confrontation clause exists. And you can't just like do an end run around people's Sixth Amendment rights or their Fifth Amendment rights and then try and get inadmissible statements admitted. Like they don't just let you do that because the person who you're doing that to also has rights, even if they're not directly implicated. And one of those rights is the right to confront any witness against you. But like if you can't call that witness because they have a Fifth Amendment right that you can't pierce, the state doesn't just get to use that.
You can tell Nick thinks he's like the smartest guy in the room right now. This guy is feeling he's glazing himself so much. He's like, yeah, I got them all. I got them. This is only the first minute of my 20-minute rant, but I got them. I got them all in the palm of my hand.
And you know how you know this is true? Like, this is the funny part. You know this is true is because they don't just do it all the time, because they just do it all the fucking time. If it worked the way that certain reviewers thought it would work, they would just always do it, because you could always get someone else to make the statements that you need without Miranda and then just trample on the rights of everybody else. They just do it all the time. But they don't for some reason.
Take a shot of his
it's not a
alcohol bottle right there.
To just fucking curb stomp Miranda rights like it's an African American in Ed Norton's boot. Like it doesn't.
Gotta get the joke in, the haha funny joke by Nick. Nick is trying to stay hip with the kids, so you gotta like get rid of this cringe. Okay, that's part of his shtick. He's trying to add comedy into his arsenal. Unfortunately, he never has any punchlines, and all the jokes kind of fall flat. He needs a little work with that. All right, but I'm sure he'll be mid tier by the end of this if he survives. I don't know, man. I don't like the way he holds his cup. It doesn't look healthy. All right, he looks a little better than when he was taking all the fucking coke, but I don't know, man. He's still a little bit unhealthy, and it's not good. It's not good.
I just wonder sometimes about some of my friends. I'm sitting here and I'm going, I know they keep saying that I'm a non-practicing lawyer. Proudly fucking so.
Here's
I know they keep saying it.
Here's the mold.
But I'm just sitting here going, but their analysis is bad. Like, not their conclusions. So there's two different aspects of how legal analysis works, right? You have your analysis of the issues, identify the issues, identify the legal questions, and then you have your application section, or a lot of people would call it like a prediction or an outcome or whatever. And you take the facts and then you apply them to the legal analysis. But like, the analysis part should be fairly consistent, and the question should generally revolve around, the facts at issue, because then you go, okay, well, here's how the analysis works. The question is around the facts. That should be relative.
Okay, I to be honest, dude, Rekieta's such a fucking I don't know. It seems like he just babbles on over and over and over again. He doesn't seem like he knows what the fuck he's talking about. I'm gonna be real with you, okay? Jaja, so funny. It was to specify Ed Norton's character in American history. Jesus fucking Christ, Nick. That was 30 years ago. Update your update. He's putting vanilla extract in his tea. Concerned about the rage pig statement. Oh, listen, Belinda. A lot of people are okay. Aaron and Nick no doubt had passionate hardcore gay intercourse. Aaron admitted to seeing Nick's. Oh, right. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, that's why whenever fucking Nick tried to take that jab at legal mindset being limp, I was like, I choose a different word choice if I was Nick, okay? Because Nick, the whole throwing stones thing, he needs like 20 pounds of Viagra to fuck April because he can't get it up, check DMs if you want Nick freak out. Okay. What's going on? Probably Ralph is Riri. All right, let's see what's going on. What is the freak out? Let's see. Is it RekietaLaw versus potentially criminal? Oh, right. I remember that. This was a good old. Well, I'll give. Thanks for this, Patrick. I'll give fucking Rekieta this. He is a lot more composed than he was in this. Okay. This is a while back. Everybody was asking, where does the Sean statement come from? Okay, the Sean statement and him basically spurging out at his colleague or his friend at the time. I can't keep track of when you're friends with Rekieta and when the friendship is off. I guess when you mildly criticize him. So there's this.
What's the drama with Sean? I wasn't aware there was drama with Sean. Oh wait, am I supposed to sit here and simp for Josh while you're on my show? Because like, what am I supposed to do here, Sean? Tell me. Why don't you tell me right now? You got a thing. Tell me. So that's news to me. Sean, tell me how it got fucking twisted. What is the narrative about why I talked to Josh? Tell me right now.
Whoa, okay, wow. What a change in demeanor, man. Wow, just night and day right there. Holy fucking shit. Okay. All right. Yeah, so yeah, this is Nick freaking out. This is the where Sean or the Sean statement. This is when Nick was not at the right state of mind. You could clearly tell, he lets the booze get to his head a little bit. This is when he was freaking out.
Because I know, what is it? What do I want Josh to do? Well, tell me. You're on here bringing it up. Tell me right now. What do I want Josh to do? Tell me. But no, I'm not aware of any drama between Sean and I. Our last show had a tense moment. Look, I know you got this thing, and you need to be cool with kiwifarms.
Well, I don't give a shit about the
fun. The projection, bro. The projection. That was you. That was fucking you. Oh my god. I've said this like a million times, and this is so fucking accurate on the nose. Nick is such a narcissist that he projects every fucking negative thing he's ever done into other people. This is literally what he was doing.
The farms can hate me. I'm a fat fucking all that.
I'm just a bunch of faggots, and I
oh
get
my
it, but,
god,
like,
Nick
look,
Rekieta. Nicholas Robert Rekieta. That is language that's unbecoming of a lawyer. Okay. Not good. Unbecoming of a lawyer.
Okay, Nick, we already know that.
Like you just said, but yeah. What?
All I'm trying to say is, and Null's in a position where,
he's not in a position, Sean. It wasn't really about Sean. Who didn't worry about it? Who didn't worry about it, Sean? Who didn't worry about it? Answer the fucking question.
Damn. what a fucking like night and day, man. Night and day. Okay, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde or whatever. We're gonna go from calm Nick to Spurgy Nick, okay? He was mean to lawyer Santa. It's okay. He don't care. He was spurging so hard that dude, it was funny. It's very funny. Let's go back to calm Nick real quick, okay?
Relatively frequent. Now, obviously, you're going to have people with different legal analyses. We have that all the time. Lawyers disagree on the law. They say, no, the law doesn't say this. And one says, well, it does say this. And then one's generally right and one's generally wrong. I mean, that happens in almost every court case. is you have someone who says the law is this way and someone who says the law is that way. But the analysis of how you get there is pretty consistent. And sometimes I just wonder, like, how much non-practicing lawyer derangement syndrome some of these people have. And I'm like, guys, like, please stop doing bad analysis because you're mad about something. Whatever it is, I don't care. But like
those famous words, he doesn't care. All right, let's continue. Let's go back to Nick not caring.
The vessel. But yeah, we're good as far as I know. So his engagement stream is coming up. I'm invited on it. I don't know timing wise if I can make it. If I can, even for a part of it, I'm definitely going to try.
Simpler times.
So that's the idea there. I get it. I get why people would see that segment and think there was drama. But a lot of times people will see an exchange with me and someone else or discussion and think that there's drama. I mean, I disagreed with Bronca over the Kyle Kareth shooting down in Texas. People thought Bronca and I hate each other. And it's like, well,
who is friends with this guy nowadays? I don't know. I know like a handful of people, but who, like that Bronca person that you just mentioned, what the hell's going on with them? Like, who's cool with Nick even? Who even wants to be associated with him like this anymore? Who hasn't he gone ahead and like backstabbed? I'm actually curious about that. Let me keep going here.
Stop throwing your own integrity down the fucking toilet. That's weird. It's just me. You don't
you gotta listen to Nick about integrity, man.
Need to help people hate me. They do it already. They do it for free. They do it for free. They don't need you. Like, just calm down. Out there screaming and yelling, like, I can't believe he's doing this. Like,
bro. Oh my god, you are, dude. I gotta pull that up. I gotta pull it up again, chat. You, Nick, are not the person to be talking about that. Hey, friend, hold on. Screaming and yelling real quick. Okay. Oh, here it is. Lovely. Oh, where the fuck is it? Rekieta's warrant shouldn't bother anyone. Just don't lie. The hell is this? I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. ADHD mind. What is this? Okay, this actually caught my attention a lot more. Hold on. Okay, what is this? Rekieta's warrant shouldn't bother anyone. Just don't lie. Interesting.
Says, hey, with a big super chat, thank you. He says, okay, I honestly didn't see a scenario where you might defeat a warrant coming. I know the cops can get a warrant for anything posted on the internet. I hope you succeed, not because I approve of alleged actions, but because the law is unjust. Look, if they got a warrant illegally, they violated my rights, and that should bother all of you. And actually, the circumstances under which they got the warrant should really bother any of you.
Oh, shit.
Any and all of you.
Oh, shit.
Right now, you're having to argue that a copy of a video is accurate.
Sen,
to justify.
I'm donating to you to let you know Nick is fine. He's fine, Senator. He's fine. There's nothing wrong with him. Senator Nick is totally fine.
Thank you for that. Okay, I guess Nick is fine. All right, Nick is fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine in Lawyer Town. Just couldn't imagine any woman letting Nick squeeze his balls in the Balldo for sex because he can't get it up. It's all creepy. Hey, man, it's the Balldo, okay? I'm glad it happened because Sean is in the element where Nick's court docs are. Let's see. The way he holds his cup is like he is disassociating back to when it was filled with liquor. Good old days, right? The good old days. The Nick days. I mean, it's better than like that one time where Nick was like jacking off on stream. I think you guys remember that. You remember the time Nick was just like casually jerking off on stream when he was like fucking high out of his mind. I don't know why he thought that was a good idea. Him just casually doing that on whatever. He might argue that it's digitally altered. That's his newest defense.
To justify the police using a copy of a video, but lying and saying it's the original.
There it is. There it is. This is the this is the defense he's using. Which I think this resulted in him fighting like Cog of all people for whatever reason for like 14 hours. It was, it was so stupid. But yeah, this is the infamous video that Nick is claiming is like digitally altered or something.
You're having to argue that to justify someone bashing your door down and raiding your house. And people, because of their weird sort of predisposition, are arguing that that's okay. Like, no, the state should be able to do this. Like, do you listen to yourselves? Do you listen? Do you listen as you sit and argue the state should be able to lie to invade my privacy? And we don't ask much. They don't ask the officer to do some in-depth analysis. Like, I've seen some of these screeds on Twitter about the videos, like this deep forensic examination, like all these explanations of all these alternatives. Like, we don't even ask the cops to do that. All we ask the cops to do, this is it. Look, I'm going to tell you all of the analysis the cops have to do. It's tough. Don't lie. That's it.
Okay, I would honestly, dude, hearing that from Rekieta, I don't know, chat. Is Nick the one to be saying this? I don't know. I mean, I could just be me. I could just be out of touch and, you know, just completely biased against Nick, all right? What are you guys in chat? Let me know. Is Nick really the guy to be telling you not to lie? Is Rekieta the one to be telling you not to lie? Okay. This is Nick Rekieta telling you guys not to lie. You guys in chat. According to Nick, you guys gotta take his sage advice that he definitely himself follows. Okay, Nick? Because you know what it is? Nick is a leader. All right, he's a leader with integrity. Okay, he's the best non-practicing lawyer, father of the year, really. Okay, I mean, what kind of father can proudly say that their child, their favorite child, had cocaine on them? Okay, testing positive for cocaine, and still come on the internet every fucking time he can to brag about how he's winning against the A-Logs and the Kiwis and Jersh. Okay, he's nothing but integrity, okay? Nothing but integrity. The most honest lawyer. Pay no attention to his nose and how it grows every time. Honesty, integrity, and most importantly, Nick is fighting for your rights, okay? Because if you're against what's happening to Nick, all right, then you're on the right side of history. If you're for people holding Nick accountable for his actions and his drug abuse and all that, well, then you're on the wrong side, pal. Okay, you're against freedom and justice and all that happy stuff that Nick's gonna hit you with. This guy is so full of shit. It's so amazing, bro. He's so full of shit. Just that is the face. I don't know what you're talking about. That's the face of integrity right there. Okay, this is a man that, according to the Ralph Mail, is a good person. And we know the Ralph Mail is only the best judge of character, only the smartest hog in the room. All right, very, very non-shady, credible individuals are telling us what we need to know, chat. Okay.
That's all we ask. That's the whole system. All of the warrant system, all of it on Earth is just don't lie. And people are
maybe like, because you lie, that's the reason you're in the situation you're in now. Have just some food for thought. Have you ever considered that, my friend, my wet brain friend? Maybe that's why you're in this position. Maybe, perhaps, maybe. I know that's a lot of accountability for you to take in, and I know that's very difficult for you, that you don't have a history of being able to do that, okay? But just some food for thought. I won't kill you, Nick, okay?
Like, no, it's fine that they lied. Bro, Where on earth do you think that should be okay? Holy fuck. Like, I don't like him. So it's fine that they lied.
Was that? What the fuck? Did Nick just have like a mini stroke? What was that?
Holy fuck. Like, I don't like him. So it's fine that they lied.
I think Nick just had a mini stroke live on air. What the
I
fuck?
hope they don't come knocking, man. It's not pleasant.
Nick, don't you like Nick, don't you like low-key encourage doxing all the time? That's why it's so funny when you're like, oh, I should be off limit. Haven't you low-key encouraged this like for 5 years or so and get like it's so funny.
Somebody is gonna fucking beat the fuck out of you.
Oh my
some of the
God.
stupid shit that you fucking say.
If Nick actually had something to lose that he cared about, he wouldn't be acting like he is now. This non-practicing parent would lie to his kids.
That's a pretty good point. That's if he had anything that he actually cared about, right? Weird how the liar tells people not to lie. True. Thank you, Gigi. He won't get jail time, but it'll be disappointing if he manages to get the warrant thrown out. He is such a scumbag. Non-practicing parent, let's go. He was saying he was fine. He's never been high on stream. He said he was rubbing a wound to stay awake. Did he actually say that when he was jerking off on stream? Was that really his excuse? There's just no way. Some of the shit, he has to know after a while, some of the shit he says is way too comical to be taken seriously, right? Or the excuses he gives, I don't know. Maybe he's counting on that. Maybe that's part of his 5D chess move, right? Like, we already know that the Ralph Amail's 5D chess move is to actually get Rekieta in trouble, okay? He's just he's pretend sucking up to Rekieta, all right? He's doing a bunch of illegal shit. He's doing it for the greater good. The Ralph Amail, ladies and gentlemen, is turning a new leaf. He's gonna get that Nick Rekieta. He's doing it for us, guys. The 5D chess move by Ethan Oliver Ralph. It's all to take down Nick. Okay? That's all it was. He's not a fucking idiot or a retard. This was all a 5D chess move by the Ralph Amail of the illustrious kill stream to take out that Nick Rekieta. Alright? That's definitely the best possible interpretation of the matter. Worst possible interpretation, he's just fucking stupid. He's just fucking stupid. Just like Rekieta. Well, let's continue. Let's see what else. See what else Nick is preaching about. Don't lie, truth and justice. Eat your veggies and your vitamins or whatever the fuck there.
I really hope they don't come knocking ever on your door because they lied. Because it's an insane proposition. We don't ask them to do this huge verification. We give them tons of leeway. And it says, just don't lie. When you tell the judge what you're asking, just don't lie about it. All the cop had to do was say, well, it's not the original. But like, I have reason to believe ... But he didn't do that. And he can't undo it. He can't go now and go back and be like, well, blah, blah, blah. What? Because the judge, well, I would have still issued. How do you know? You don't know that. At the time, would you have made the same decision? And this is the problem with how warrants work. And so again, if people are sitting there trying to argue about the sufficiency of the video or the whatchamacallit, the how identical or unidentical it is, you're arguing the wrong thing. You're out the gate. You're in the wrong sport. Because the question isn't about if you get into some detailed analysis. And I can make tons of really, really boring technical arguments as to why that's literally not true. And anybody
it's not true
who thinks about it actually can too. But let's ignore that because that's the wrong argument anyway. The sole argument is, did the officer make a material misrepresentation to the court that may have altered the judicial officer's decision in issuing a warrant. And lying and saying you viewed an original video when you actually viewed and knew that you viewed a non-original video.
I think this is what everybody was saying, that Nick was splitting hairs over technicalities on this. Let's see what the comments section has to say, okay? Let's see. They didn't get it illegally, so it's a literal non-issue. Suffer Rekieta. Whether or not Rekieta is a piece of shit who drinks way too much and brought coke to his house isn't important to him. All he cares about is if he Yo, that's a very true statement. Yeah, whether or not Nick is a piece of shit who drinks way too much and brought coke into his house with his kids, by the way, and whether his kids got a hold of it because Rekieta's a terrible parent, that's not important to him. All he cares about is if he can get away with it, which, yeah, that kind of seems like what's going on here. Okay? Even if he manages to get away with minimal punishment for this court case, the damage he continues to do to himself and his credibility throughout this entire process is absolutely unrecoverable. I agree. He never lied, and he never lied, and he never... This is all Nick has left. He can't claim the allegations are false. All he can do is play with technicalities, and he's acting as if he means none of it ever happened. Nick, you had coke on your nose and you look like absolute death. They saved your freaking life, dude. Be accountable. Nick, cope. Henceforth, I'm smarter than the judge. It's so funny and weird. I can't wait to tell my side of it. This is what else. They broke down your door because you refused to allow the door to be open despite a warrant being issued. I hope your kids don't relive that in their nightmares. I love his implication that the video allegedly being a copy makes getting a warrant unjust, as if the original live stream made him look totally normal. The number of straws left for in the grass were thinning faster than his hair. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. Let's see what else. Nick, he had cocaine visible on your nose during a public live stream. The warrant is 100% valid. It'd be like someone in live stream. it'd be like somebody it'd be like somebody live streaming shooting up heroin, then complaining that the warrant should be thrown out due to no evidence. The guy is full-on fear-mongering now. Not that he wasn't tried it before. He was telling us all to be terrified that this could happen. Yeah, that's another thing, right? And that's how he fucking starts this. Real quick, like, I don't know exactly, but in the, at least the 30-second mark or so, he starts that, okay? For somebody that fucking bitches about fear-mongering and shit, Nick tries to do the same fucking thing, because notice how he starts this entire thing with, like, this! Wait, hold on. I gotta do the Nick voice. This should terrify all of you, not just me who fucked this up by having cocaine in his house and getting on other kids. No, this should terrify you. You guys are equal pieces of shit like me. That's basically what Nick's doing. The fearmong, dude. This guy, I agree with that one comment that said that he's running out of straws and they're all thinning, right? Let's see. Nick is a completely untrustworthy person. It's like if you know someone that is a thief, that's the first person to say their stuff is stolen, even if they just misplaced it. Nick is such a lying liar that anytime someone misspeaks or misremembers something, he instantly says they're lying. We haven't, buddy, we haven't even gotten to the gaslight portion of this either. The one where Nick is like, I'm not a gaslighter. I'm not a gaslighter. I know gaslighter. Nick's true friends. Oh my god. Okay. Nick's true friends are non-practicing parents. Kumalat. Who's that one fucking... Wait a minute. Let me see. Kumalat. You had a bunch of stars there. Wait a minute. There it is. Oh, I was just wondering why the hell were there? What was that starred out on the fucking notification thing? Oh, it's because you said Dick. Okay, so Nick's true friends are non-practicing parents, Kumalat, Dick, aka Juju the cow, Vito the Pedo, Ralph, Ethan Vance Skin Fluter. Where did that come from? Some of them are practicing pedos, though. Very true. I had heard that as well. Would Ethan Ralph as a friend who needs enemies? Rekieta sure can pick them. I mean, he's again. Look, this is my main issue with Ralph and Nick forming an alliance. Okay, my main issue with that is that it contradicts a lot of shit that Nick is trying to spoon feed his audience. And if one of them took one fucking second to try to process this, they'll realize none of this shit makes any fucking sense. Because Rekieta says that he gives a shit about his kids or whatever, and he's totally not weaponizing them. And that he cares about them, and that's the most important thing to him. Even though he's done things to the contrary. Now he's like straight up cool with Ralph, who I'm pretty sure threatened his kids at one point. Threatened him at one point. His fucking family was in a blood feud with. And he's just taking selfies with Ralph. And he's hiring Ralph to not only mass report Elissa clips. That's Ralph's word. Those were Ralph's words. Okay? Ralph literally said that Rekieta told him to... And it's believable. And now, all of a sudden, Ralph is doxing the fuck out of Aaron after he meets up with Rekieta. So a lot of this shit is pointing to Nick. But, of course, he's going to be the weasel and have plausible deniability. The thing is, though, it's all very coincidental, right? Like, around the time that Elissa was demonetized, a lot of her clips were getting traction because there was a lot of evidence there that proved that Nick basically is lying. I guess Occam's razor, yeah, he's a major fucking liar. And all those clips, you can see them. You can see them on our channel. They're getting a lot of traction. And you can see that Nick is a fucking liar. And that could be used against him at any time. So then all of a sudden, Nick starts talking to Ralph again. Then all of a sudden, Ralph fucking mass flags this bitch. I shouldn't say bitch. Okay, that was my sexist side coming out. She's a fucking queen. Okay, Elissa is our queen. All right. Don't want to get into simpy territory there, but yeah, she's a fucking queen. All right, we gotta put respect on that name. The real bitch here is Ralph. Kind of Lady Rackets. April, definitely. She's wrapped around Rekieta's little finger. But she goes ahead. Ethan Ralph, the Ralph male, goes ahead and flags the shit out of Elissa, basically. Fucking doxes the shit out of Aaron the next fucking month or two after meeting up with Rekieta. I mean, come on, guys. It's right there. It's on the fucking wall. We know he's fucking guilty, but he's not going to admit to it because all Nick does is lie. Let's see what this person says. So based on his argument, if someone commits a murder on their live stream, but then immediately privates and deletes the video, the police cannot use any repost or clip of that video to get a warrant or subpoena for the original, since fruit of the poison tree. That's pretty much what fucking Rekieta is arguing. Rekieta's argument is that if someone commits a murder on their live stream, but then but then immediately privates and deletes the video, the police can't use it or repost it or get a warrant for the subpoena for the original. That's Rekieta's argument. Let that sink in for a second, okay? Let that sink in. Barnes did a short local segment on Nick's motion to suppress and lying cops. Same talking points as Nick. What a coincidence. Yeah, that's another. Barnes is one of fucking Rekieta's strongest supporters. Okay, he was saying weird shit. He was also implying the legal mindset was a pedophile, and then Nick followed up with it. But he put it. Nick is the type of guy, he's gonna put all this on his attack dog. So Barnes is another one of Nick's attack dogs. He's putting this all on Barnes. He's like, I didn't call legal mindset a pedophile. That's Barnes. And he's also did the thing with Ralph. He's like, I didn't tell Ralph to dox the shit out of Aaron. That's all Ralph. So Rekieta just getting his attack dogs. He's getting Barnes. He's getting Vito. He's getting fucking Ralph. It's a very interesting cast of characters. Wait, so his entire argument is that the cop said he got the video from YouTube, and Nick is saying no, he did not make a request for the original video from YouTube, the company, but that the cop got the video from YouTube off the website. So that's what he thinks is going to invalidate the warrant? All his rants about cops lying and what the Franks ruling is going to be all about. I'm actually glad they got him to seemingly stop using "you would think losing so many fans and gaining so many detractors would be enough." At 651, he is describing himself. Okay, I'm interested in that. 651. Let's see. Nick does this a lot, by the way. Okay, he does the... I've stated this before. I stated it when he was ranting about Flash. He does the entire projection thing. All right, so let's see what he's projecting about this time. Classic Nick. All right, let's see here. What is this?
Critical ability and said, instead, I want to collect super chats. And that's fine. They can do that. But yeah, the squid, you know what?
Oh, is he bitching about his
So to extract they talk about not in the right spot. So if you're stuck in the analysis of arguing over the quality of evidence, you're way in the wrong part of the trial. You're not in the right spot. And I'm sorry that practicing lawyers have misled you into the wrong analysis by not being competent at what they talk about.
Oh my God, there it is.
But they have. They have misled you. They have let
what the it's okay. All right, Nick.
You down. They have done.
This is so dramatic and theatrical. He's just like, just full on acting now. He's trying to fucking say, "Oh, they betrayed you, not me, the fucking fake family man that lied about being a upstanding Christian, right, for fucking multiple years and shit, conned a bunch of fucking communities and individuals and you in the process." Like, what the fuck, Nick? You
done so to extract money from you.
Okay, I see it now. That's what he mean. Okay, because I was like, wait, he's this. Oh yeah, he's definitely describing himself. He's describing himself, but he's trying to pin it on the lawyers that are actually better than him, like Legal Mindset and Sean.
They have taken their critical ability and said, instead, I want to collect super chats. And that's fine. They can do that.
Just a passive aggressiveness at the end, too.
But yeah, the squid, you know what? Defeating a warrant is a huge uphill battle. Warrants are broad. Warrants have broad leeway. And again, really the only thing we ask is please just don't lie in it. I'll let the motion do the talking. There's something like 6, I think, specific statements we brought in our motion that are provable lies. And they're internal lies. They're lies from the face of the information that is in the warrant.
Okay.
But yeah. That's the thing though, guys. Like that's not, some people are like, oh, it's a Hail Mary pass. This is not a Hail Mary. The Hail Mary is what you throw at the end. This is literally the beginning. This is the first part. This isn't the Hail Mary. This is the other team gets COVID and dies from myocarditis and you don't have to play because you just win.
Wise words from the Law Pope. No idea what the fuck he means by that, but sure, whatever.
So anybody out there, oh, is Nick's throwing a Hail Mary? No, guy, if you don't realize that a challenge to the probable cause for a warrant or the probable cause for arrest is like the first part of the game, then you're already being lied to.
Oh
probably
my God. See,
practicing attorney though.
See, Nick is the only truth teller in this. Like those other attorneys, all right, like the practicing ones, the ones that are significantly more successful than him, and those guys, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. All right, Nick is the only one in. Nick is the only one in the right here. All right, clearly, what a chat, what a guy, man. I come out of this video, listening to Rekieta chat, and I feel 100% like I must be on his side because, the fear mongering, putting the doubt in the back of my head of not to trust these individuals, the passive aggressiveness, the whiny fucking voice, Yeah, how could I not, dude? How can I not buy this sales pitch, bro? How could I not? How can I not throw my support for Nick Rekieta? Nick Rekieta is a good man, okay? Oh, the infamous kill stream's telling you this. The alpha male. The alpha male. What's the vote at anyway? So 193 votes have been cast so far, chat. And the alpha male is unanimously winning with 65% of the vote. Let's fucking go! The best Balldo guard currently is the alpha male, okay? Unbeatable, untouched, undisputed.
Shit that you fucking say.
Alpha male, W,
as of late
guys,
has
as
been
per
dear Balldo
usual.
letters to the people he begged to run his shows because he's incompetent.
Every one of Nick's streams as of late have been dear Balldo letters to the people he begged to run his shows because he's incompetent. Thank you, Gigi Evans, for the vibe. Appreciate that. Nick is a snake oil salesman. The Hail Mary Nick should be doing right now is addressing the extreme bias and the lead investigator being a Glock armorer who does not like 45. Nick should have Gavin Newborn on his next show and have Gavin talk about how good of a man he is. Yeah, for sure. That would go fucking great. That would go swimmingly. Oh, what if it's such a band? I love that song. Honestly, very shout out to Negative XP. Very good tracks, I gotta say. We're back. We are so back, bros. All right, it's time to. I look at these clips and there's just so much fun shit to cover. This guy, oh my god, this guy made like an entire, and it's always these streams that he makes, the cope streams he makes, where he tries to act like he knows everything, and then everything ends in disaster. Like 24 hours later, things go off the rails. I got these two things to go over here with Ethan Van Sciver, another one of fucking Rekieta's soldiers. Blamed his children. See, the thing with Ethan is he's such a great soldier. He's such a fucking outstanding guy that he actually blamed Rekieta's children for Rekieta's actions. That's loyalty right there, guys. Chat, give it up for Ethan Van Sciver. All right, giving fucking Rekieta the ultimate W, blaming the children. Robert Barnes followed along, did the same thing. Good stuff, just... You gotta pledge your loyalty to the law, Pope, really, and that's what you need to do, chat. Okay, you don't understand. Nick is the intellectual savior of the masses. Never has gaslit anybody. Okay, never would. Okay, never would fuck over anybody. He's not a crooked nose. Okay, but don't take my word for it. Let's hear Nick tell us how he's never gaslit anyone ever, okay? Don't take my word for it. Let's hear it from the man himself, okay? Nick has never gaslit anyone. He has never lied. I guess, okay. The nose is just for show, okay? The nose is just for show. He's never lied, okay? He's not on any Pinocchio shit, okay? Where's the nose? Where's the nose? It just keeps growing. Okay. Let's see Nick. Let's see Nick tell us that he's never gaslit anybody and that he has never lied. Okay.
Vaz Kalma says, we all saw the meltdown stream, big guy. You had white powder all over your nose. Continuing to gaslight everyone is why everyone hates you now. I haven't gaslit anyone. That's the weird thing. People keep saying I'm making claims about one thing or another.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry. It's I lost it there. I fucking lost it. What the fuck? How can he say that with a straight face, chat? How the hell can he say that? How can he muster those words? How? He's just shameless. I said this before. I'm like, Rekieta is just a fucking shameless guy. And dude, he is. All right, now listen. Kind of should have been obvious by the way he just shamelessly still calls himself a good parent, despite, the child that his favorite child at that, having cocaine on them, testing positive for cocaine. You know, I mean, yeah, that probably should have been like the most shameless thing right there, you know. But now he's just straight up telling you, like, that's fucking crazy. This guy, this guy. Oh yeah. Why should Nick take responsibility for being high as balls on live streams for the world to see? That's not his fault, of course. Of course not. Of course not. That's our fault, you know. That's the kiwi farmers, that's the viewers out there, it's the LawTube. That's all LawTube's fault. All Kiwi Farms' fault. You know, Nick's life falling apart, all our fault. He's the victim in all this, really. He's never done anything wrong, right? He never does anything wrong. Only the most, like, he's a fucking saint. He's got a halo, everybody. Give it up for Rackets. Rackets, all right? Never told a lie, Rackets. Okay.
But I'm not making any claims about anything. Like, look at him denying this or admitting that or saying it's this. I'm not actually doing any of that. I haven't done it. I haven't commented on it. In fact, so here's what gaslighting is. Gaslighting is the attempt through rhetoric or language or whatever to convince someone that what they know to be true is not true, or that what they know to be not true is true.
Isn't that like you? That's what wait a minute. Is that what you do at every one of your streams, though? And then you message Josh personally and tell Kiwi Farms to correct the record, and that isn't okay. Whatever.
Okay, to falsely convince someone of that, not just persuade them to what a true thing is, but to falsely persuade them into believing that which they know to be the opposite. I'm pretty sure the thing I have consistently said is, man, it really sucks that I don't get to tell my side of the story. And people will judge me based on the one side of the story that comes out. That fucking sucks, but that's the way it goes because it can't yet tell the full story. Can't do it.
Yeah, but like, doesn't he give little hints and fucking like he's straight up saying that like the fucking government is against him. He's saying that the cops are lying about him, this and that. So isn't he kind of just telling his side already, just in little pieces, like little bite-sized pieces?
And I just have to deal with that. And I just have to sit there and fucking suck it up and realize that some people.
Well, no, you don't, because you've told us that you don't fucking care like 20,000 times, and now this is what, like the 50th time that we saw that you're bullshitting us and that you actually do care. Remember, you said you didn't care. You said that like probably you tweeted that the day you made this stream. Remember? Don't care, by the way.
Are going to take a negative impression. And I probably, for many people, will never be able to convince them, even if I show them proof, which I will at some point here, show them proof that what they believed about a situation is wrong. Even if I show them proof, they still won't take it. I have to accept.
You can't show proof that you're not a liar, though, because you've been caught so many times in 4K, so it doesn't even matter.
That's the fucking price that you have to pay. You have to wait. You don't get to talk. I've never told people to believe some other thing. I've never asked them to do anything else. I've said, you know what? People are going to make these determinations about you. And God, that sucks, man. That shit really fucking sucks, especially this stuff I know to be untrue. But I don't get to bring that out, and I can't hold that against people. And I don't. I know how it goes. I know how this shit works. I've been around a bit. But hey, that's been my message from the start. Go back to the first fucking streams I did after the arrest. Go look at it from the fucking start. That's been it. I can't tell you the whole story yet. I hope to one day do that.
Some of the stupid shit that
Hopefully not
said.
from prison or
like
whatever.
when Nick gaslit Vic into a lawsuit.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh my. Trip down memory lane. Remember? That was Weeb Wars. That was Weeb Wars. Yeah, Nick gaslit Vic into thinking that he had a case and that he should sue Real and all of them, and he even went ahead and he referred his shitty fucking lawyer friend Ty Beard to where Nick completely fucking fucked everything up. Ty fucked everything up, and Vic lost a shit ton of money because he listened to fucking Nick. So Nick gaslighting Vic Mignogna, I guess that doesn't count. I guess. Well, it makes sense, right? Fucking Nick never gave a shit about Vic in the first place, though, right? Well, we shit talk him anyway, so so it makes sense, right? Like, holy fucking shit! Oh my god, that's a throwback. That is definitely a throwback. Oh my god. Okay. Good job. Thank you, Gigi. Appreciate the too. All right. Balldo man. Balldo man has a minute on the clock. He's gonna finish up his closing statements, chat. Let's see what he's got.
You're gaslighting. You're trying to convince.
Has he convinced you so far, by the way? Anybody in the chat? Has Nick Rekieta convinced you that he's not a gaslighting piece of shit? Give me a 1 if he's gaslit you into believing he's not a gaslighting piece of shit. And give me a 2 if you're like, hell fucking no. All right, we don't fucks with that noise. We don't fucking get fucking gaslit by no Rekieta, no Balldo wearing mofo, lip dick motherfucker, wet brain. Okay.
No, I've done the opposite of trying to convince people of anything. I can't. I can't talk about it in that way. It's wild. Can we get rid of the word gaslighting and just use the term lying? Also, I wish you and your family well. It's a little different than lying. It's slightly different. I hate the term. I hate it because gaslighting is someone once asked me to describe gaslighting. I said, well, it's how women win arguments. Not by gaslighting, but by claiming you're gaslighting. But that was just a joke. But gaslighting is a little bit different than lying. Like a lie is you just lie about something. Gaslighting is you use some way to convince someone of the lie without doing it directly, usually. That's at least kind of how I see it. There's a distinction. But I hate the concept because people just claim gaslighting and then that's like, oh, I win the argument now because you're gaslighting. It's like, well, I'm not actually it's not how that works. Vaz Calm.
I love how Nick tries to act like he's so in control, cool, calm, and collective, but then you can just go ahead and see his fight with Sean and see how he's not. We got a lot of 2s here. It doesn't look like anybody's getting gaslit. Oh, wait, no, Patrick might be getting gaslit here. Okay. Convinced me he's a compulsive liar. Oh, shout out Belinda. What's up, Belinda? If you want to indoctrinate anybody tonight, you go ahead and do that. It's always good. Indoctrination into the cult of Sen is always good. All right, me and Belinda are working that. All right, we're doing a little worky McWork work. All right. This one is interesting. You know what? Before we go back to Nick and his wily coyote ways, what the fuck? Let's see what Ethan Van fucking Skyver has to say about this situation. We need his intellect. Okay, we need Ethan's take on this situation. Because when I want truth, honesty, and integrity, I go to Ethan Van Skyver, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that man. Look at that fucking deadpan fucking face, dead in the fucking eyes. Yeah. That is the face of a man that's dead inside, okay? I don't care how many people want to say this guy's successful. This is no, that's the face of a man that's dead. This is this one brief, coming to realization. Okay, he's just coming to this realization right now, and he's thinking in his head, "What the fuck is this life?" It's like, what have I done with my life? What is going on? How did I end up here? I blame children for a fucking adult's actions. And that's all that's going through his head right now. But let's get Ethan Van Sciver's take on whether or not Rekieta's a needle drug user. Let's see. We need sorry, I can't tell the difference. We need Van Sciver's take on this.
Yellowflash called Nick a junkie. I mean, which is like a junkie would imply a junkie is what you call somebody who uses needles. And there were rumors going around for a long time. I do want to remind myself and you of this. You know, when it comes to Nick, there were rumors that he was a needle user and that he had track marks in his arms. And, you know, I said, well, if there are track marks in Nick's arms, he's on film a lot. You know what I mean? Like, he's on film all the time. You'd be able to see. The same way if there were hickeys on my neck and I was like out there cheating.
What the fuck?
You'd be able to see evidence of hickeys on my neck.
What is that analogy?
Somewhere. Nick talks like this. Like you could pause it. You could see right here. That's where they would be. Up the forearm. You would see you'd see holes, you know, wounds. And somebody did pause it, and there looked like a couple of like mosquito bites. And Nick did say to me, Nick talks to me sometimes in private, very rarely. I think when it comes to like our friendship, you know, Nick has there's levels of friendship. Nick has A+ level friends, and then there are B level friends, and I'm a C level friend. I get, he will talk to me. He'll send me messages, you know, he wants to interact with.
Okay, so what was null then before when Nick was still kissing his ass, right? What was he? Because Nick was sending him like shower texts and stuff. So what is that rank, Ethan? I'm kind of curious. You seem to know the ranking for the law popes, quote unquote friends. So I'm actually curious. Where is that on the totem pole?
With me, but I've never met him. You know, we don't talk very much. I've been on his
Then if you've never met him and you don't actually know him like that, who are you to fucking say anything positive about his fucking character? The fuck? You just made the argument for everybody for why you're fucking full of shit and why you shouldn't be defending Nick, because you just said you don't even fucking know the guy. So why are you blaming his kids for his actions, you fucking idiot? This is so dumb. He's so dumb.
Show maybe 8 times. He's been on my show dozens of times, especially back in the early Comicsgate days. But he did say to me, he says, Ethan, I'm a picker. I'm somebody who I get scabs and I pick them. Kind of just I'll scratch them and pick them off. And that's what those are. He said, Ethan, I'm not a needle drug user. And just the way he said that, I knew he was telling the truth. And people will just be like,
is this the Kumalot, the Camelot defense? Or the Kumalot? Oh, just the way he talked to me, you know? I just believed Nick, even though he has a repeated pattern of lying. I just believed him when he looked into my eyes. It's so stupid. These people, man, these are adults, by the way. What the fuck is happening?
You know, he's a liar. It's like you can tell like lies from the truth.
What?
You know, you can just kind of tell.
Can you? Because Nick was lying like for about 5 years again, and then kiwifarms proved that he was lying. So again, and there was by the way, I want to point out, there was no accountability for that either. Nick never admitted, oh, I was wrong. You got me. No, he just carried on and pretended it never happened. So again, I don't know, Ethan. I don't know. You're losing me here, man. You're not making those compelling arguments. Chat, is he making compelling arguments? Is he making you a believer in Rekieta? Is he making you a believer?
Like when somebody says, Ethan, like, I am not a needle drug user. That's not what I do. I might be guilty of this other stuff, but I am not a needle drug user. Well, okay. All right.
What did he claim that he was guilty of? I'm actually curious about that too, because Nick, anytime Nick gets on a fucking camera and talks to people, he claims that he's not at fault for anything. So what the hell did he tell you that he's at fault for? In private, by the way, not in public, in private. What did he tell you? I'm curious.
That makes sense to me. That's fine. You know, why would you even, like, if you were, why would you approach me about it to tell me that you weren't? Like, clearly.
Oh my fucking God. Are you fucking kidding me?
It's important to you that I know that you're not this thing. Like all these other things that I'm hearing about you are probably true, but this one thing that they're saying isn't true, and you want to let me know. And the other thing that Nick told me, like the first day, like the day he got home, he just said, my children were never in danger. You're going to hear a lot about that, but it drives me nuts. He's like, I want you to know, no matter what you hear, my kids were never in danger. And I went, okay. You know, I don't. At that point, I hadn't heard anything else. It was brand new, the news. But he's like, it's going to get proven. You'll see. And he hasn't been able to talk about it, but he wanted me to know that. And when he told me that, I think he wanted me to tell other people that, you know, that's how he felt. And that's
so, yeah, that's the reason he told you, doofus. God damn. Like, the IQ on this guy, man. I don't
wanted people to know about him. I don't know. You know, I just don't know. I don't know. Yellow
yeah,
flash.
There's a lot of things you really don't know, huh? My God, that was fucking terrible. Okay, I can't even sugarcoat that. What the fuck was that, Ethan? Holy shit, that was bad. I don't know why he would tell me this. I think he wanted me to tell other people. Well, I guess you know why he would tell you this. Fucking AIDS, man. Oh my God. All right. I guess we'll move on to him talking about the Flash versus fucking Nick shit. All right. When defending Nick, Ethan Van Sciver acts like a lot like Tipster defending Vosh. Hasn't been seen. Oh, you know. Yeah, that's a good analogy. That's a good analogy. Like and subscribe for you. Yes, send a like. Thank you. Appreciate that. Ethan Van Skipper, this is not about Nick. It's about me. Can't see it's all about Ethan. No worries, Belinda. But damn, how two women living in a dirty, filthy house waiting for a skinny man with bleeding sores having... Oh my God. Damn, you fucking popped off. Convinced he is a compulsive liar. That is true. Nick is a compulsive liar. Okay. We're going to move on to him talking about the Flash thing. All right. We're going to get Van Sciver out of the way. And then we can go back to Nikki. There's one final thing that Nick said that it's in the back of my mind. It'll come back to me, chat. Don't worry. At the Yellow Flash versus Rekieta, stirring the pots and community opinions. Okay, let's see what this is right here. And we're ready. Let's go.
Did you see Rackets blasting yellow trash? Yeah. Who? Somebody sent this to me. It's funny. I think I caused this in a way. Let me see this little video short here.
And they go, where did the chips fall on this? Where does my audience fit on the issues? What kind of positions have I taken in the past? And despite the fact that so many of them are flat fucking retards. Hi, Flash. How's it going, man? Oh, you fucking idiot. Despite the fact that some of them are flat fucking retarded.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, hey, Flash. I wonder why you're biased towards the state, buddy. Why would that be?
Wait a second. What? Why is Yellow Flash biased towards the state? What does he know that I don't know? Hold on a second.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, Ethan Van Sciver and Yellow Flash are in like some stupid blood feud for some reason. So any dirt that Rekieta might have on Flash, Van Sciver like definitely wants it because they're in a gay little feud or whatever. I want to check out the comments real quick on this, okay? Let's see here. All of Nick's insults are accurate about himself. Projection is perfect. Refund your backers for your 4-year late comics, Ethan Van Scheistertief. Can't believe I was ever a fan of Nick or Ethan at one point. If it's not Eric July, it's Yellow Flash. Neither one of them find EVS worth the trouble of responding to or letting him get to them. EVS needs to get his stuff done and stop worrying about everyone else because it's not helping. Oh yeah, that's another person he doesn't like. He doesn't like Eric July, dude. So Ethan Van Sciver doesn't like Eric July, and he doesn't like Flash, and he's on like some stupid little feud with him or something. I don't know what it is about. I don't know why these people fought. Whatever. Ethan will literally do anything except work on his years and years of late books. Him and his hand wound can continue to shout into the void forever. He affects nothing anymore. His opinions change like the wind, and the way he hides behind it's just jokes proves he is not serious and will never be a serious person.
What could that possibly mean? Why is he biased towards the state? Is he related to a cop? Is he on house arrest or some shit?
What the fuck? Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute.
Look.
Okay, I fast forwarded a little bit.
Idiot.
Just hold up.
Biased.
Okay, so like, where the fuck does this go from? Like, does he have a cop friend? Is he on house or where? Whoa.
Towards the state.
You went like from 0 to 100 real fucking quick. What the hell? Yeah, let's.
Does Flash work for the government? He gets a check. He gets benefits. Oh, something bad. Something bad that I'm not aware of.
You can see fucking Ethan Van Sciver salivating at the thought of getting dirt on Yellow Flash. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Have some fucking decency. All right? Jesus. Relax. Relax.
I gotta ask Nick. Now, here's why I think this happened. Because I showed up when he was live and he was talking, and I just typed in the chat because Nick was complaining about disloyal friends. And I said, yeah, Nick, I know, man. Sorry that Yellow Flash is such a disloyal f***. And then I just dropped that bomb and then left. I just put that fucking bomb in his chat right about 10 minutes into his show. And then I scooted out. I had things to do.
Bro, I just can't. Like, I'm reflecting on all the characters in this fucking show, right? Because this is pretty much a show at this point. Like, look at the fucking poll we got right now. These are 3 of the characters in this show. We got Ralph, Dax, and Vito. And if that's not enough for you, we got fucking Ethan Van Sciver, Nick, like all these colorful characters. And this has to be one of the most scummy fucking soap operas or whatever, fucking shows, sitcoms, whatever you want, whatever it is. What would this be? A sitcom? A fucking dramatic thing? I don't know. There are moments where fucking Nick gets way too over the top, way too hammy. He acts a little too much. He tries to sympathy bait you guys. And then this fucking Ethan Van Sciver is just fucking salivating like relentlessly, and it's a little unbecoming of a comic book writer, you know. That's what I think.
So I think Nick Rekieta saw that message and it pissed him off. That's what I think. Yeah, sorry that Yellow Flash is such a disloyal faggot. Out of here. You can go find that message. Now, I don't know if he responded to it at all, but I know he saw it because Nick does watch his chat. So it probably led to this, which couldn't be better. It's like planting a seed and a beautiful apple tree grows. All right, more of this.
Despite that some of them are flat fucking flash-tarded.
What?
They're very savvy at the business that they're in.
Yeah, this is true.
They're very, very savvy and conscious in their decisions. This is the one thing that's really bothered me about every fucking stupid community I've been a part of.
And look, this is 100% what he's about to say. I want you guys to listen to this, and then I want you to think again about the way you're treating me right now. I want you to think twice about the way you're treating me. I want you to go, wait a second. Nick is basically about to say that they're community approved opinions, and that most of the people who espouse them on YouTube, the reason why the opinions are always the same is because they're savvy business people who know how to get money out of you. That is not me. That is not what I'm doing. I'm just sitting, I'm here on YouTube. I'm like, I'm going to say what I want to say, and it's going to cost me money. Short term, long term, it's going to make me absolutely amazingly, fabulously wealthy. I truly believe that. But definitely in the short term, if you think I'm a coattail rider and I give a shit like what other people think, and I formulate my opinions based on what's popular, that's not what I do. And I don't care. Like, my opinions are going to be my opinions. I'm not going to change them because I know I'm right. I'm going to get bullied for them because that's the way this community is. But not you guys. I'm saying, like, you know, these. But I'm always right. I'm always right.
Fuck?
So I'm way too I'm way too self-aware, and I'm way too kind of like conscious of the way YouTube works, and I do not want to become that kind of a YouTuber at all, ever.
Okay, buddy.
From IBS,
what's the point? What's the point of that?
Sector,
the money
through Comicsgate, through non-Comicsgate, through the anime shit, through LawTube and that tree, just shit people all over the place. There, so many of them are just sitting there. They're calculating, conniving little opinion factories with none of their own. And you can watch it.
To be fair, you shared your wife with a fucking piece of shit. I mean, when I look, Nick, I love you, and I love what you're saying. But while you're saying this, you know, you're currently under scrutiny for having shared your wife with AaronImholte and letting him dump buckets in her. Like, I can't get over that.
Not even one of fucking Nick's Balldo guards can let that go. Like, he'll let the fucking child endangerment go. Like, Ethan Van Sciver has priorities. He's gonna let the child endangerment thing slip, but he can't get over Nick sharing our wife, Lady Rackets, with another guy. That's some great priorities, Ethan. Like, just completely, he doesn't give a shit about the child endangerment, doesn't give a shit about the kids, blame the kid, but damn, Aaron fucking Lady Rackets, that's too much, man. That's the true evil that Nick Rekieta has done. Definitely great priorities there, bud.
And because the cocaine thing, look, I don't know. I've never used cocaine. I can imagine cocaine is a whole lot of fun. I can't get over the cuckery. I can't do that.
Opinions are malleable.
Again, the child endangerment, Ethan can get over that. Fucking who cares? But the cuckery, he can't get over that. All right, that's the one thing. That's Ethan Van Sciver's priorities, right?
Based on who the subject is and what their audience thinks about the subject of the opinion before the contents of the opinion. And you'll notice that the consistency.
You know nothing, Ethan. Can't imagine he shared his
that
wife.
They're talking about.
Wait a second. Are you saying that he did and that I'm wrong? Isn't that an agreed upon fact? Am I wrong about this, guys? Hold on a second here. No one knows if he shared his wife. Well, doesn't Aaron have pictures, like naked pictures and stuff? Is Aaron lying? Tell me Aaron's lying and I'm happy.
Holy fucking shit. Okay.
No. We haven't seen evidence of the rumors.
Oh, you've got to be fucking shitting me. Aaron was butt naked in Rekieta's residence. What are you talking about? Oh my god. Whatever, dude. These people, man. These people. Are they... Okay, chat. Are they stupid or just willingly fucking blatantly dishonest? Which one are they? Holy fucking shit.
Only Imholte said it. No evidence. He never admitted to it.
Come on.
There's some, all right, nobody's perfect. Let's not be too graphic. I agree. He did share his wife. The swingers.
Evaporates.
What the fuck?
When the subject
Aaron's a liar.
is friendly
I take
or
it back.
Foe.
Hold on a second.
Jesus fucking Christ. Motherfucker says, I don't go with the wind. I don't. Dude, you're doing it right now. You're doing it. Oh my god.
Take it back. I don't know.
What the fuck? If you didn't know, why did you assert it as a fact? My dude, you fucking stated it as a fucking fact. You saw that. I'm not crazy here. This motherfucker, are you... Jesus fucking Christ. I'm so honest, I'm the realist here, alright? Alright, wait, what? Well, okay, I take the Aaron shit back. Motherfucker, what? Alright, whatever, dude. Like, in the fucking... in the two clips I've seen of fucking Ethan, he admits he knows nothing about Rekieta, really. So he's not qualified to defend his character in any way, but he's doing it anyway, for whatever reason. Okay? And number two, he fucking flip-flops on a dime because some rando in his chat said, Aaron's lying about that. What the fuck? What is this shit? Who is this guy, man? Holy fucking shit. He is kind of stupid. He is kind of stupid.
I don't know. I thought this was a fact. If this is not a fact, then that
You stated it as a fact already. You Riri.
that is a relief to me. That's a tremendous relief to me.
Oh, and again, his priorities. His priority is whether or not Nick got cucked rather than him putting his kids in danger. But all right.
I like Nick Rekieta. I've always liked him a lot. That learning that
mandatory suck up time. I always like Nick. Oh my god, whatever, bro.
Believing that to be true was a burden on my soul. Like, I mean that. It was like, fuck, is everybody nuts? That's what I thought in my heart. I said, fuck, is everybody nuts? I still like Nick either way. I do like him, but
God, more glazing. We need more glazing for the law pope.
If that's true, man, that's tough. Don't do stuff like that.
Oh my fucking god, this guy's
Treasure
priorities.
your marital relationship. Treasure the, you've got to do that.
Don't treasure your children. Treasure the swinging.
You've got to make sure that your intimacy remains intact.
Jesus
you can't have some
Christ.
fucking like.
You know what? This guy is thinking about this shit way too much. He needs to fucking move on. Move
That guy
on.
looks like Preston Poulter. You can't have that dude.
Ethan, move on. Move the fuck on. Holy shit, the glazing. The glazing, bro. Stop.
Right? Dr. Disrespect lovers. I don't care about to cheer him till Dr. Disrespect's talking to him. They did Doc dirty. They did him wrong. He admitted to it. But anyway.
Huh. No, I'm not going to do coke. I promise
that
you I won't.
consistency
I promise
goes right
I
in the
won't.
fucking gutter. Because while they're very calculated people in how they extract money, they're not thoughtful people. And again, if any of you think Yellow Flash is a thoughtful person, I just implore you to listen to him for more than 35 seconds.
They're dumb.
And you can dispel that notion immediately.
They're dumb.
But hey, all these people are just giving my honest opinion, whatever it is.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying too, Nick. I'm saying I'm giving my honest opinion.
Oh my God. It's a shame, really.
Katie did.
What the fuck? What the fuck is this puppet shit? Okay. Well, that was something. I never knew Mr. Van Skyver had some such interesting takes and intellect, and definitely not glazing the law pope at all. Let's see here. What are we at right now? EVS had beef with Eric July. When Eric and Nick started fighting, EVS ran to support Nick. Of course, makes sense. Jesus fucking Christ, EVS can have a stance for more than a minute. Yeah, true. Does Rekieta have blackmail for EVS? His glazing is insane. I know, right? I thought I was the only one that caught that. But holy fuck. They don't know how to do laundry or clean their house. They never learn how to prepare healthy meals for themselves or their children. It's likely they never learn how to adult. What else is you gonna whack to? Lou! What's up, Lou? Lou, if you want to add any dollar bills to the fund, okay? I would greatly appreciate that, Lou. All right, you know what fund I'm talking about too. Towley fund. EVS has a waterlogged brain more than Rekieta. Oh my god. Heavy alcohol use depletes the body of vitamins, and if you're also using something that suppresses your appetite, scurvy. Okay, good to know. Interesting. Yes. Oh, okay. 2 more likes. Let's hit 100 likes on this stream. Shout out to all of you. They're still here. Yeah, and hit the like on that stream again. Thank you, Patrick. Oh, we're about 2 hours in already. Damn, that went by. Shit, time goes pretty fast, huh? Yeah, I think I'm gonna let's see the troll chats real quick. Let's see the funny chats. They come up here and there. See the troll chats. Let's see. last segment, like, ended off right. Nice little troll chats, and then we'll see if we got any updates going on. Real quick, let's see.
Or the first time you let another guy sleep with your wife, you become embarrassment forever. Imagine having kids explaining mom's extra boyfriend. Well, Patrick Brennan.
What? Is that all he said? Is that all he said? What? Wait a minute, he even addressed that? Okay, wait a minute. Where's your dignity, Dick? What the fuck?
Logan Orr, the first time you let another guy sleep with your wife, you become embarrassment forever. Imagine having kids explaining mom's extra boyfriend. Well, Patrick.
Okay, so he really didn't say. Wait, so that's all he said? That's how he addressed that? Wow. Okay, so I guess we know how Nick fucking deflects reality now. Thinks about it for 1 second and then moves. You know what, Nick? That's a really healthy way to deny reality. I'm sure it'll never get you in a tough spot ever.
Patrick Brandon says, please don't forget that the police are there to protect and serve you, and the judge is there to make sure your rights aren't violated.
We're gonna have to replay that. Appreciate the 5 gifted memberships by Lou. Thank you, Lou. Appreciate that. Towley fun, looking good. Let's fucking go. I think people call it 07s in chat. I think that's what it's called. I'm not streamer savvy, so I could be wrong on that. I think that's what they call it. 07s in chat, boys. And girls. All right, I gotta replay that because I didn't hear that. I just heard Nick, acknowledge the cucking for a second. Let's see what Patrick
Brandon says, please don't forget that the police are there to protect and serve you, and the judge is there to make sure your rights aren't violated. Yes, I too went to kindergarten in public school. Anthony's at.
Okay, Nick. Okay. All right, that was my reaction. That's just like, okay.
Evan says $5 for your disciplinary lawyer fund. You're done, bro. Keep running your mouth and opening up the correcting misinformation exception, the ongoing investigation exception for releasing body cam. Yeah, I love your read of that. I think you miss what that exception is for, but I'll let you figure it out. The funny thing is, you've seen those exceptions, and it's not Spurgs on a forum that they're trying to correct.
Oh my god. Now he's calling the kiwi farmers Spurgs. I mean, to Nick's credit, that's an upgrade from him just calling them all pedophiles for whatever reason. All right. The same people he defended for 5 years. The entire forum that he defended for 5 years. Yeah, before he turned on them for criticizing him. Yeah, that. Good stuff, Nick. Good stuff. All right, we're making progress. All right, we're making progress. Okay, maybe the law pope can be redeemed. Nah, what am I fucking saying? Who am I kidding? This guy is going straight to the depths of hell.
But keep going with that exception. I'm sure Joshua Moon has it right.
Oh my
Citizen
god,
F.
taking the shots at Josh. He can't help himself. He has Josh on his mind all the time. He can't help it.
Says Aaron said April snatch stinks. Is that true? Look, that guy can say whatever he wants. He's his own person, and I hope he makes $1 million. Nice to Lizard says, not a matter of loyalty to me. We are all sinners here, including those who are quick to throw stones. To them I say, pray that you are not judged. I just say, really, I just pray that everyone's rights are fucking respected, because it's really not much to ask our government to respect our rights. Like it's not. And I've seen some people out there talking about like crazy theories about rights or whatever, like crazy expectations. And it's like, no, just honestly, the really basic ones of just follow the rules. Like the Fourth Amendment exists. And if we go, well, it doesn't matter now because X, Y, Z, it's like, well, no, it always matters. And it should always matter because it's one of the few things that keeps us from a fucking tyranny. Brooke Miller says it's because we were all told in school to trust police, government, lawyers, no offense, or maybe some. Oh, all the offense, please. And it's insane the amount of people who've never seen that power misused times 10,000. Yeah, But even people who see it directly, they see it and they see it and they see it. And it really, you have to see it hit home. It has to hit people at home before they understand a lot of times. Adrian Robledo says, I don't really get all the people interested on this topic when there are two wars, a possible Maduro deposal and Mossad murking someone in Iran. But hey, you know what? There are things you can sometimes comprehend, and then there's the Middle Eastern conflict. And then there's my situation, which is worse. My Spirit to Yours says, I hope Kayla knows there are many people out here praying for her too. She does. But I'll let her know again.
What the
I'm
fuck?
sure this has all been
This
very
is
tough on her.
this is so stupid, bro.
Or happy your gang's back together. It has, man. It sucks. It sucks. I at least have this voice, this show, this platform to say something. She doesn't have that. She doesn't have an opportunity. And people,
why doesn't she just go to Ethan Ralph with the illustrious kill stream? Give him the exclusive interview, right? And then she could get her voice heard on the illustrious kill stream.
say some of the worst shit about her.
Your bestie, fucking Ethan Ralph.
And she doesn't get to respond. And it's fucking awful. Like these people, they don't know her. They don't know her story at all. And all they get are these
Nick, you're the one. You know the funniest part about this is you're the one that turned her into a public figure. What a fucking idiot.
These random lies that they're happy to
they're
believe.
all lies. It's just lies. I remember when we were like saying that your wife was a whore, and then Kiwi Farms proved that your wife was a whore. Was that a lie?
Quick Vic got to this forum full of pedophiles. They will win your case for you against
Oh.
non-practicing parent of the year.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for bringing that up too. Thank you. Yeah. So, Rekieta, right? Rekieta, going ahead. All the people he's calling pedophiles now, right? The uncredible pedos of Kiwi Farms, according to Nick, right? Yeah. About that. He's the one that referred them to Ty Beard, or rather Ty Beard to them. So he's like, Ty, just take all your talking points from these people. You fucking suck your shit. But it's okay, because now we got the farms on our side. And then fucking Ty took all the fucking shit from the... So Nick, just a casual grifting, con man, liar, just kind of proving that everybody's right about him now. And yeah, we remember that 2019. Was it 2019? A little earlier, 2016, 2018, Weeb Wars. Yeah, pretty much. He told Vic to go to this forum, fucking, in his words, pedophiles to win his case for him. So again, non-practicing lawyer Rekieta W, definitely owning, legal mindset. Okay, definitely owning Sean. All right, keep on the great intellect, Nick. Never change. I hope you win $1 million. Not that you really need them, though, to be honest. Okay.
Well, because they think it's fun or something. I don't know. It sucks. It sucks, man. DS says, stay offline. Dads don't have this stuff blasted. Okay. DS says, it's just and for me. It's real for your kids.
Oh, come on.
Sure.
Yeah. I love how he just laughs at the thought of his kids.
I know it's not real for yours. DS is only talking about the pics.
Love how Nick just laughs at the thought of his kids. He's like, yeah, those people I don't act. He just honestly, it just comes off as he's just weaponizing them at this point, that they're just an accessory to him. There's no way you're gonna fucking be able to get anybody to believe this guy actually gives a fuck.
You take with K and A. Why do they concern you? Are you,
Nick? I thought you were a transparent person that told no lies and was just super transparent to everybody because you have nothing to hide.
You upset that I take pictures with people? Man, again, dude, maybe take a step back. SG says was the
That's his cope. That's his cope now. Take a step back, guys. Take a step back. Oh, different tone. Different tone.
powder on your private stream from Donuts. Again, I'm not commenting on any of that shit. I don't even know if that stream is going to be used as evidence or anything like that.
I bet you hope it doesn't.
We're not at that point of the case yet.
Okay. All right, Nick. All right. What a fucking great way to wrap it up. Oh my God. His Balldo. Wait, hold on. Let me read the things. His Balldo is untethered and his smugness knows no bounds. Apparently the court documents are quote unquote random lies we chose to believe. Makes sense. Makes sense. That's the intellect you can only get from a non-practicing lawyer, okay? Eat your heart out, legal mindset. Nick is a good husband, and April is a good sister wife. They always ensure that Kayla takes her prescription benzos. That well, in response to the first chat, is holding so much cope. Also, good to see the bruise on his face still hasn't gone away. Ralph, unironically, has probably said the worst things about Kayla and Nick's kids. Thank you! Thank you! Someone fucking brought it up. I thought I was going fucking crazy. Because I'm like thinking, and I'm like, this is fucking Ralph, and he's gone to war with Ralph. And I do remember Ralph saying some of the worst shit about Nick's wife and, you know, his kids who he claims to give a shit about. So why are you just taking friendly photos with Ralph? Is it because he's like your mercenary for hire? Is he your turncoat mercenary for hire? What a fucking dipshit. I'm not commenting on that. Comments on that. Nikki is aware that if he wants his wife to have an internet voice, she can just come on his stream. You know, like all the dozens of other times she's done it, right? That. I'm sure Joshua Moon has it right. Can we submit that into evidence as a quote? Kayla doesn't have a platform. All she had was that YouTube channel you forced her to make that she like. Thank you! Thank you! I know I'm not, bro, I know I'm not fucking going crazy when I brought this up. I was like, didn't this idiot fucking try to market her to the fucking internet? He put her on the internet and shit back when things were going well. Thank you! Fucking thank you! I thought I was going insane. Okay. Some locals will just ignore the troll chats, but Nick has the integrity to see his way through. Yeah, you gotta give it to Nick. Hey, only he could take it. I mean, he is a cuckhole, so he had to take Aaron fucking his wife in front of him. So that's true commitment to the bit there. He's a cuck even for super chats, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Kakeda taking in those super chats, pointing out the reality of his life, ladies and gentlemen. The vast majority of people criticizing Nick aren't on kiwi farms, they just know of it. But Nick copes so damn hard that he sees kiwis everywhere. That's right, there's a kiwi over there, there's a kiwi over there, there's a kiwi up there, there's a kiwi down there. Everywhere you go, it is a kiwi farmer for Nick Rekieta. Love to see the seething, totally real laugh, identical to the oh no kiwi bros one. It's never crossed his mind that he may not hold a correct interpretation of the law or the Constitution. Each stream keeps getting worse. Balldo is treading water here. Also, Kayla wouldn't feel the need to respond if Nick wasn't exposing all their private business as a matter of course. Look, guys, he's smiling and laughing. He's not bothered at all. Nice looking Nick's looking a little fat these days. Needs to resume his weight loss yeah, I wonder what that weight loss program was, huh? If he is clean of the stuff and Nick is getting a little chunk, kind of makes you wonder, right? This is the first clip I've seen of him in a long time that I agree with him on something. The government should respect our rights. Yeah, because Nick needs to deflect and make this a problem of the government rather than a problem of himself and all the cocaine that was found in this house, which, you know, is a thing, which, you know, is reality. But yeah, I'm glad that Nick's deflection is actually working to try to get somebody to fucking talk about something else. I have a feeling that Nick only brings up the government and how it's corrupt and evil at this point in time, that it doesn't benefit him for a specific reason, chat. I don't know. Maybe I'm going cuckoo, but it could be because I don't remember Nick bashing the legal system all the time. There were times where he was glazing the fuck out of it. It just so happens that this one time that they're against him, that things are not looking too good because they found, a shit ton of cocaine in his house with his kids. Oh, now it's time to like fearmonger and fear the government and hate them. It's weird. Rackets saying that it sucks that Kayla Rackets can't have a voice because she doesn't have a platform is such a cop-out. She's been in his show several times. She can easily pop in as a guest and say her piece, but sounds like she chooses not to. So no, it doesn't suck. She has several platforms she can choose from. Say whatever she wants. One of those platforms is Ethan Ralph and the illustrious Kill Stream. Why wouldn't our wife, Kayla Rekieta, want to go to the illustrious Kill Stream? Why wouldn't, like, what could possibly go wrong? It's Ralph's platform. Like, we already established, the Ralpha male is the smartest guy in the room. All right, there's no competing with somebody like him. Fuck, he's winning the poll. All right, he's winning the poll. He won 65%. Think he is the best Balldo guard. All right, the Ralpha male wins again. W Ralpha male, let's fucking go. Ralpha male, bro. All right. Yeah, Nick is delusional. That's an understatement. Understatement of the fucking year, to be honest. But guys, we have gone on for about 2 hours and a half, and shit, that just flew by. All right. This is going to be it for tonight's stream. Saturday, random Saturday stream. You can get notifications on it if you join the Discord. It's just an upload server, basically. I do the ad everybody in case you guys are on Discord. Don't get the notification on YouTube. You can know when we're going live. We're dropping an upload, Sometimes I do the random streams on Saturdays, but Fridays, we always do them at night. That's 8:15 Central Time, 9:15 Eastern, and we don't talk about California and that side, okay? But there is a time for that as well, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're from there, have a just put the notification. And shout out to all of you that showed up. 200 of you guys in chat, over 100 likes. Appreciate you guys. Really do appreciate it. Helps me out because YouTube ain't going to. But appreciate you guys stopping by again. I'll see you all next week. Some uploads. I'm going to make an upload on Rekieta and the Ralph situation, and then we'll cover some other topics. I want to talk about Muda. I want to get Muda's situation out there a little bit too. And then Friday we got our stream. So yeah, have notifications on, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Hope you enjoy the replay if you're catching this at the end. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay. Have a good rest of your night. Stay safe. Don't be a Rekieta. Don't be a crackhead.